Good morning ma, welcome to all for online education commerce theory part for the second year's English medium. The chapter that we are dealing with, that the principles of management, this is the fourth session of our chapter, and this is very most important question which is going to ask in your exam. There are totally 14 points. You have to write complete 14 points. You can reduce the content, means you can reduce the matter of the side heading, but you have to write 14 side headings at any cost. You can reduce the matter, but you can't quit any one side heading also, because it is a type of procedure. This is given by famous person, that is Henry Fowell. So let us start the principles of management. The first one is division of labor. Fowell said that work of all kinds must be subdivided. So work should be subdivided, means whatever the work is there, that should be splitted and it should be divided into and allocated to the number of persons, and that work which is divided, it should have to be allocated, means allotted. Okay, allotted to the number of persons. The work which is divided, that has to be allotted to the number of persons. Division makes each task simple and results in greater efficiency. By dividing the work, each and every task become easier and very simple. Everyone can do that task very easily, and the work can be done in a good manner, in efficient manner. This principle is applicable to both technical as well as managerial work. So this principle is applicable for both technical as well as managerial work. Not only for the workers this principle is applicable, but also for the management this principle will be applicable. So what this principle is saying means the work should have to be divided in among the members, so that they can perform the work very easily and very effectively. Next, parity of authority and responsibility. Parity means they should give the person who have the authority, that person must have the responsibility. If a person given responsibility, that person must given authority. Without any one of it will become useless. Okay, it will create some type of other problems in the organization. So authority refers to the right of a superior to give an order to the subordinate. Authority means it is the right of the superior, means officer, to give an order to the subordinates. Subordinates means low cadre workers. Atani kinda panchese వాళ్ళని subordinates antam. Okay, superior means he is the head, and subordinates means they are the workers who are working under him. Subordinates and take decisions and guide and regulate the behavior of the subordinates. So the authority, what's the authority? The person who have the authority, he has the right to give an order to the subordinate, take the decisions, guide and regulate the behavior of the subordinates. Whatever the behavior is there, that behavior should also they have to regulate. Responsibility includes achieving goals in the satisfactory manner. So responsibility is connected with the achieving of goals in satisfactory manner. So the person for whom we are giving the authority, we should mandatorily, it is very compulsory to give the responsibility to the person. Otherwise he will misuse that authority. If a person giving a responsibility, at that time certain authority should have to be given to him. So without authority, responsibility will become useless, and without responsibility, authority will become useless. So both are very important according to the Henry Fowell. Next, discipline. So discipline is the very most important thing. It means obedience, proper conduct in relation to others, maintaining proper relationship with others, means with the workers maintaining good relationships, and compelling with the rules and regulations of the organization. Whatever the rules and regulations of the organizations are there, they have to follow those rules and regulations. Okay, discipline is not only needed for the workers, Okay, not only for the workers, it is needed for both workers and for the management. The discipline is needed. It is mandatory for both, because without discipline the work will become very difficultly. There is no, just how I told you that monkeys in the forest, how they behave, in the same way the workers and management will be behave. Next, unity of command. Commanding unity. See, one subordinate should have to receive order from one superior only. ఒక వ్యక్తి ఒక సబార్డినేట్ పని చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఒక సుపీరియర్ వచ్చేసి ఒక పని చెప్పడం, ఇంకో సుపీరియర్ వచ్చి ఇంకో పని చెప్పడం, ఇంకో సుపీరియర్ వచ్చి ఇంకో పని చెప్పడం తోటి ఏమవుతుంది, అతను కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయి ఏ పని చేయడా జాబే వదిలేసి పారిపోతాడు. ఎందుకంటే ఎంతమంది ఒకేసారి పని చెప్పగానే అతనికి ఏ పని ఫస్ట్ చేయాలి ఏ పని తర్వాత చేయాలి తెలియదు. సో సబార్డినేట్ షుడ్ రిసీవ్ ఆర్డర్ అండ్ బీ అకౌంటబుల్ టు వన్ అండ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ superior, only one superior for one subordinate. Okay, no employee should be receive instructions from more than one superior. So no employee should have to get instructions or amount of work what they have to do, that they should have to receive from only one superior at one time. Okay, after the completion of the work they can receive order from some other superior, but when they are doing the work at that time, number of superiors coming and telling number of works how he can do, he is also a human being, so that is very difficult. Next, unity of directions. So direction, while giving directions, one head one plan only, means one superior should have to give one plan. He has to make only one plan. One superior making the number of plans and telling employees to do this without giving any time, without anything, this will create a type of tension environment and it will make difficult for the organization. Here in the unity of command, the employee will be suffer. But in the unity of the direction, if wrong directions are given, if over directions are given, then total organization will be suffered. Okay, the principle seeks to ensure unity of action, coordination of the strength and focusing on the effort. So there should be some coordination and also there should be strength focusing. They have to focus on the effort what they are doing. They have to completely focus and they have to apply the total strength in order to achieve it. Okay, for this purpose there should be one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objective. If a group is doing one activity, then that group should have to receive only one plan from one head. Okay, they have to receive one plan from one head. If number of heads, number of plans, one group, how that group will be do that work? So in that case the organization will be suffer a lot. So one group should have to receive only one plan from the one head. So these two are very important. We will distinguish, means we will show the difference between the unity of command and unity of direction in the now in this session itself. Okay, next, subordination of individual to general interest. So in the organization, if a group of individuals having a common general interest, it should have, the individual interest should have to be converted into the general interest. See, the interest of the firm as whole is most important than the interest of the individual or a group of individuals. So individual interest or a group of individual interest is not important in the organization, but the interest of the firm is more important. If the individuals having some interest, that individual interest should have to be converted into general interest, means into organizational interest, then only the organization can be developed. Okay, it should be, individual interest should have to be changed, it have to be converted into general interest, then only the organization will be developed. Remuneration of personnel. So sorry, remuneration means salary. The employee should have to get fair salaries and the workers should have to get fair wages. By that only, when the worker satisfied, when an employee satisfied, with the salary, then only they will give more amount of time for the organization. They will think about the development of the organization. They will do overtime and they will completely focus on the work during the working hours. If there is no fair remuneration, there is no fair salary to the employee, then they are not ready to work. They will see some other organization where they are giving good salaries. So remuneration of personnel, there should be good remuneration to the persons. Centralization. So the total power of decision taking and decision making is in the hands of manager or executive plans an important role. Executives, managers and executives, okay, managers, whether they are administrative managers or executives who are implementing the policies which has been introduced by the administrator, play an important role in taking all necessary decisions according to the dynamic environment. So centralized means the total power in the hands of the manager. So what the manager will think, that only should have to be done in the business. No one can have the right to take the decisions regarding the business organization. Only the manager have the right to take the decisions. Yes, the manager is only having the right to take the decisions, whatever it may be. So the central power, the total power in the hands of managers or executives. Okay, the workers, employees can't take the decisions. Next, scalar change. Scalar change means there is a chain that is connected from lower level management to middle level management and from middle level management to the top level management. Okay, it shows the line of authority from the highest executives to the lowest one for the purpose of communication. These will help an employee to know the person whom he should contract for guidelines. It is nothing but just how means the top level management will contract with the middle level management and the middle level management that will contract with the lower level management. By these type of communication, by these type of interactions, what happened means they will know, the employees will know if they have any problem, for whom they have to consult, for whom they have to discuss the problem. See, the top level management will discuss any problem arise in at the top level. They will discuss with the middle level management. If there is any problem arise in the middle level management, they will discuss with the top level management. And sometimes the lower level management, if there is any problem, they will inform that problem to middle level management. If middle level management able to solve that, they will solve it. If they are not willing, if they are failed to solve it, then it will pass on to the top level management. It is a chain, just like a chain. How they are chain system means from top to middle, middle to lower, lower to middle, middle to top. So in this way the information is passed on throughout the organization. Next, order, the right man in the right place. So the right person should have to be placed in the right person should have to be placed in the right work. So if you are appointing a person, he don't have any skill, he don't have any knowledge, he don't have anything, we are appointing him on some recommendations, means at the time what happened, that person will not able to do the work properly, he will create some type of problem for the other, he will be just like a mild headache for the organization. So the person who have what capability, what ability, that person should have to be placed in that particular place. At that time only he can do good job and he can bring good results. Okay, so the right man who have correct skills, who have the talent, that person should be at the right place. Okay, next, equality. The manager should show kindness and justice in dealing with their subordinates. So the manager should not show partiality, the manager should not show any kind of special importance to anyone. He should treat all the all the employees and workers with the same way. How he will treat each and everyone, he should treat everyone with the kindness, and he should do correct justice. In this way there it will make that the people start sharing their views and problems with the manager, because the manager is not showing any partiality towards anyone, not showing any partiality towards any particular group or particular individual. So they try to share their feelings, they try to share their opinions with the manager. So equality in the organization is very important. No employee should be treated in a higher cadre and no employee should be treated in a lower cadre. They have to treat according to their whatever the work they're performing, according to that they have to be treated. Okay, so employee is treating in a low cadre and labor is treating in upper cadre. That is wrong thing. So there should be an equality. Okay, stability of tenure of personnel. So if a person is working in the organization, he should have the security that he working in that organization, his job is secured. Otherwise, if he got the feeling of unsecurity, then he will start losing the interest on the work, he will never focus on the work, and he will start searching for some other job in some other organization. He will not do the work, he will waste the time, he will waste the material, he will sit idle. Idle means khaliga kurchuntadu, because his job is not stable. Stable ante sthiranga. If his job is not stable, then how he can work? So that's why every employee, every labor job should be stable. Whether they have to make the contract for 10 years or 5 years, up to that there will be relaxed. Okay, up to 10 years I will be secured. After that I will plan some other thing. At the 9th year he will search some other job and he will move to that. So there will be security. So there should be stability in the job. Initiatives means the capabilities. Means every person has some capability and some creativity mind. So manager should have to motivate his employees to think differently and to solve some of the difficult issues. Okay, this type of freedom of expressing their opinions, employees' thoughts, and implementing those things that will make not only satisfaction for the employees, but also it will bring good results for the organization. Fuel advise manager to allow employees to show initiative as much as possible. How much the employee will be involved in the creativity and in the process of some thinking about the organization, that will make good results for the organization. So initiative means that. Next is spirit decrops, means management should be never adopt a divide and rule policy. The management should never divide the employees, never create any kind of controversies, never create any kind of disputes between the individuals. They should have to be encouraged in a team spirit and teamwork. Then only the organization will be developed. These are the 14 principles, and this is the differences between unity of command and unity of direction, which may be asked for 2 marks in your exam. Okay, meaning one subordinate should receive one order from one superior. So one subordinate should receive one order from one superior. Here unity of direction, each group of activity have some objective, must have one head and one group. So every group have certain objective. For that every group should have only one head and only one objective. Aim, it prevent dual subordination. Dual means two. So it preventing the dual subordination. No two superiors have the right to give instruction to a single subordinate. Okay, only one superior should have to give the instruction to the one subordinate. It prevent overlapping of activities. Overlapping means chesina pani malli cheyadam anedi. Overlapping ante chesina pani malli cheyadam. So when a group is given one plan, at that time the other group will be given some other plan. By these the overlapping can be reduced. Chesina pani cheyalsina avasaram anedi undadu. Prevent cheyochu. Implications. It affects an individual employee. If this is implemented, if the one subordinate getting number of command from the superiors, then the employee will be suffered. If unity of direction is failed, if one group is not given only one plan, number of plans, at that time the total organization will be suffered. So they have to be maintained some constant between unity of command and unity of direction. So this is the fourth session, and this is a very most important question. Number of questions will be asked from this topic in your examination for 2 marks, for 10 marks. So please don't quit this question. Read the 14 to 14 points. You can cut the topic, you can cut the matter between, okay, but don't cut any kind of side heading. Every side heading is important. I am saying you because it is very important, that's why I am saying these many times, okay. This is also very important. This may be asked for 2 marks, so don't waste the time and just read in your home and do practice. You have to write the exam as usual, okay. So thank you, ma. Let us meet in the next session with some other topic regarding the this chapter, okay.